Welcome back. I'm Katie Kempner, and this is an episode of Perspectives Live here during Advertising Week. I am honored to be talking to Sue Unerman. Got that right? I didn't? Unerman. See, and I actually wanted to make sure, and I apologize.
You know, I'm sure it's my fault somehow.
You said unique, and then I don't
Yes,
know.
it went.
I went off.
Yeah, no.
Who is the Chief Strategy Officer at MediaCom,
Yeah.
and is the author of a book, To Tell the Truth.
Tell the truth.
Tell the Truth.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you could write another one called To Tell the Truth. So we're starting this out all...
No, but it's interesting that you said that, because To Tell the Truth is obviously an American game show,
Yeah.
which we don't have in the UK. So I had a lot of debate actually with my co-author, Jonathan Solan-Baskin, who's American, and the American publishers, because when I said, let's call it Tell the Truth, they said, to tell the truth. And I said, no, tell the truth.
Well,
And finally we got there, because I think tell the truth is... the thought behind the book is that because of social media, because of democracy of communications, because of people power, because every housewife now has a smartphone where she can find out whatever she wants about a brand, brands have to tell the truth. And our subhead, which is honesty is your most powerful marketing tool, we really believe that the days of spin are kind of out of date and an anachronism, and the sooner brands get to the truth, and it's the consumer truth we're talking about, the stronger those brands will be. It's a real competitive advantage.
oh, and how's the book been received?
Yeah, really well actually. It's Campaign magazine, which obviously is our UK equivalent, called it one of the most influential marketing books of 2012. So I guess I can't ask for more than that. So.
Where can we get it? You should let us know.
Amazon.co.uk. Yeah.
Get on Amazon. So, as we were talking a little bit about before, when I was asking you how to say your name, which I then screwed up, we were talking about this show and about women who are balancing busy lives, and I know you have a very busy life besides being an author. Can you tell me a little bit about what you do in your day job?
Yes, so as Chief Strategy Officer for MediaCom, my role is to set strategy for MediaCom UK. MediaCom is the largest media planning and buying agency in the UK, and our strategy really is much more also about becoming content creators. So media planning and buying, where it's just not as simple as it used to be back in the days when I started out, when the creative agency would make a TV ad and the media agency would buy some space for it. Now, obviously, social media could be the answer. Before you even get to television ads, we could be looking to drive immediate response. So cost per acquisition might be the metric that we're looking for, not building desire. And creating content, on the other hand, is one of the best ways of building desire, and that could be media owner content rather than necessarily ad agency content. So my role is to encourage our planners to be thinking about all of the options that are there to get, as I said, to the consumer truth, the real world truth as we call it, of the brand, and then create assets that will drive growth of those brands, sales of that product for our clients.
So with a big job like that and a busy home life, how do you balance everything?
Well, really because of other people. So I work with some really talented people, and it's kind of cliche to say that, but MediaCom, I worked there an unfeasibly long space of time. So I joined the agency in actually 1990, when I'm sure many of your viewers weren't even born yet. Obviously I was very young. And I joined an agency that was called the Media Business, which is media planning and buying. That agency has grown and grown and grown to become number one in the UK with £1 billion worth of billings. But a huge number of colleagues that were there with me from 1990 and 2000 still work with me today. So I'm very lucky that there's a great team of people. We trust each other, we know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we make up a great team. I do have 2 teenage daughters. The work-life balance area has been completely supported throughout my career by my ultimate boss, Stephen Allen, who's global CEO of MediaCom, who has never ever made me choose between my babies, as it were. Obviously they're quite grown up now, so I wouldn't like me calling them that, and work. He's always said, look, let's work out a way so that you can do both. What I would say though is that what I don't do is I don't travel very much on business. So that's been my rider, if you like. That's my limiter. I'm not sure everybody can do everything.
Yeah.
So I've stuck to my knitting in the UK. I think the interesting thing about being a strategist is that you tend to have influence outside your immediate kind of area anyway. And of course, nearly all the media we work with now are global media. So back when I first started, an international media buyer bought The Economist and bought MTV. Now everybody deals with international media because everybody's dealing with Google, everybody's dealing with Microsoft, and so everybody is working in global media in a way. But the real honest truth to the answer is that I try not to travel on business. I've always hoped that I can influence via video conferencing, or I understand that they're going to be introducing kind of robots into, this is the next thing, is that you can have a kind of robot facsimile of yourself. Maybe it could be kept in a cupboard in all the offices around the world, a bit younger, a bit taller than me.
Slimmer,
yeah.
I think I saw that movie.
Yeah. And you get the robot and you control it from your desk. Now, joking aside, I mean, I guess that's been my barrier. I'm not convinced you can do absolutely everything. And I always wanted to be there when the girls came home from school. Well, not when they came home from school, because that was more like 4, but 7-ish.
Right.
And then the following morning to send them off to school. Because I do think being a mother of 2 is different from being a dad of 2, in that you've got 2 full-time jobs.
Yeah.
And I've always felt that from the beginning. But the brilliant thing about the people I've worked with is that they've kind of understood that if I needed to go and do the other job, the mum job, because they needed me to, there was never any hint of disapproval about that. Equally, if work needs me and it's the weekend, then kind of that cuts both ways, doesn't it? Because it's 2 full-time jobs and they're kind of both 24/7. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, so I've asked everyone who's been on this show, and I'd love to get your opinion too. You know, during Advertising Week, the first one ever here in Europe, a lot of young women walking around, starting out in their careers. If you had one piece of advice to give them today, what would it be?
I would say, go for what you want, but protect your boundaries, because this business will take everything that you can give. But actually, you need to refill your own energy. And I don't know if you find this, because I'd be interested to know if you find this. You can do everything, but then what have you got left for yourself? So my advice would be look, be useful, be interesting, bring something that nobody else has brought. So be unique, don't try and be the same as everybody else, but allow yourself time to recoup, and whatever your version of R&R is, whatever your version is of building back up your energy, you need to protect that, because otherwise you will get drained.
I completely agree with you 100%.
You need something, don't you? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It was great to meet you.
It was really good to meet you.
Thank you for stopping by.
Cool. Thank you. Bye.
Come back again.
Yeah,
we'll have a lot more all day long. And see you soon. Thank you.
Bye.